Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read The Secret Book of Dyzan, unveiling the hidden truth about the oldest manuscript in the world and its divine authors. This was written by Zinovia Dashkova, and basically in Tibetan, Dyzan means secret wisdom. And this is rather cryptic in its way, but it talks about the fact of the matter that Dyzan, the book itself, coming from the source of Shambhala, or God, and it states that the book cannot be destroyed by fire, wind, or water. It's indestructible. It's about 5,000 years old, or maybe older. It has been given from Orion, and I think she mentioned Sirius. Well, not Sirius. Wait, it was Pleiades. It was the Pleiades and Orion, I think, that she mentioned. And those are the authors, the extraterrestrial source that it comes from. But it does mean secret wisdom. And at such a time as this, when the world is going through such a transformation, and talks about the Age of Aquarius that we're now in, the whole universe is actually going through the same kind of transformative shift or paradigm. And it's fascinating. And she talks about scientists or genealogists have discovered a DNA particle that appears and disappears called eye motif. And eye motif is plastic and totipotent. It can do anything. I thought, what in the world? So people can heal themselves. At one point in time, I've already known this, but the brain is neuroplastic. It's not set in stone. You can rewire your brain. And the brain and the mind themselves are extremely potent elements. Is not an exact organ. It's more than an organ. This is spiritual as well as set in the physical. And I understand this. I get it now. And I've known this for years, but I didn't really comprehend it until currently. And this book is fascinating. It's so short, and it gives you little hints, and it teases you into other sources of Dyzan, or Dyzan itself. And I'm just curious. I don't really know that much about it, and I want to know more, I really do, but I'm not sure. This might be the only book out there, but it was just basically talking about the fact that it is a book that is from the Matrix, basically, built of spirit. That's why it can never be destroyed, and that's why it keeps evolving and changing and incorporating truth and also contradiction of truth. It is both truth and it also contradicts itself. So it is basically a Schrodinger's cat, which I thought, whoa, this is insane. But I was just so compelled, and I have always felt in my heart of hearts that we had the ability to heal ourselves, not only in our mind, but our whole bodies, and this proves it. Science has proven it. Genealogists have proven it. And this is my evidence of that fact. And you cannot dispute that with me now. We have the ability. God gave us that ability, I think. He is the ultimate author and the ultimate healer. But it's fantastic that He's given us this ability to heal ourselves. I think when we incorporate Him, then transformation can occur. That's why I cling so closely to my Papa, as I call him. Yeah, there are times I feel that all of us as believers might have a strained relationship with our dad, but despite that, He loves us unconditionally. That's why I keep returning. But this book is just I don't know. It's so incredible and fantastic. And I was trying to see. Oh, she talks about Edgar Cayce, and Edgar Cayce, the Sleeping Prophet, talks about the book of records that are housed within the paws of the Sphinx. Well, I've known that forever. I've known this since I've gotten into Edgar Cayce. I've been into Edgar Cayce for years. I'm hoping to actually visit the Association of Research and Enlightenment, just because I feel like first of all, I'm meant to. Second of all, it's necessary for me, because Edgar Cayce was just a extraordinary man, and like myself, he believes that Atlantis will rise again, and I feel like at some point in time I most likely was Atlantean, just due to the fact that I've got the scar. I don't know why. I know it sounds strange, but I feel like a real life mermaid. And I feel very comfortable around water. I feel like water's my home. I feel just as happy as a clam, pardon the pun, when I'm in the ocean. And yeah, I don't like salt that much, as the taste is not that great, but I adore, I always have. I'm drawn to it. And ever since I was little, I've always been drawn to water. I've had to immediately get into water, even though I remember, I'm going to tell you a story about myself, but when I was young, we went to a friend's house. They had a pool, and I didn't know how to swim yet, so I thought, they have a pool, and I was so eager and gung-ho to slide into the water. And right before I hit the water, my dad caught me. I had no ability to swim as of yet, but I was put into swimming courses to get myself prepared, and ever since I'm like a bullet when it comes to going through the water. I'm streamlined, and I swear I have to be Atlantean. It makes sense. And of course the whole thing about Sirius, and I watched a video by I'm definitely Syrian, because I love the water. I'm obsessed with wizards. Look at my shirt. I mean, it's Quidditch, for heaven's sake. I'm Ravenclaw. So yeah, this is not uncommon for me. I've been that way ever since I was little. I used to pretend that I could press to digitate things. I mean, I was just so fascinated by illusionists, or I call them magicians. I know it's an old-fashioned term, but they're magicians. Anything like that. I'm writing a story about Verba Enchantrixes, or Verba Encantry, or Verba Encantors and Verba Enchantrix, or Verba Enchantry, Verba Enchantry, I should say. That's more than one Verba Enchantrix. Verba Enchantrix is the female version, and Verba Encantor is the male version. But I've always had that in mind, and I am hoping that they will become very popular, just because people like that theme, and I think it's real. I really think it is real, but it's just one of those things that you had to be so careful about, because you don't really know what you're getting into. This is like, are you gonna take the red pill or the blue pill? Sorry, but I've already taken the red pill. I'm in the rabbit hole as far as I'm concerned. I've been in the rabbit hole for ages, but I seriously hope that I can find out more about Dyzan, because it is just absolutely fascinating. I just could not believe. I thought some of this I already know, but this manuscript is so cryptic and unusual and just revelatory that I think that it's understandable why this would be coming out just now in our Age of Aquarius. So if you haven't read it, read it. It's very short. Unfortunately it's too short, but hopefully I can read more about it, because I want to know as much as I can. So I will keep you updated on this. Till next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.